The dating app fatigue is real. Mindless swiping, meaningless DMs, and an overwhelming amount of likes have made us feel more disconnected than ever. While most dating apps are all about pursuing someone else, there's one that's carved out a space for you to find yourself.
On Field, an app where curious people come to connect, you have the breathing room to explore your own desires and go on a journey wherein the person you discover is yourself.
In fact, 62% of Field members evolve their sexuality, interests, and desires within their first year on the app.
You have the freedom to explore who you are and what you like in ways you haven't imagined.
As part of this community, you'll quickly find that people regularly practice honesty and openness. See any Field bio.
Download Field on the App Store or Google Play. PK!
Welcome to My Legacy. I'm Martin Luther King III, and together with my wife, Andrea Waters King, and our dear friends Mark and Craig Kilberger, we explore the personal journeys that shape extraordinary lives.
Join us for heartfelt conversations with remarkable guests like David Oyelowo, Mel Robbins, Martin Sheen, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, and Billy Porter.
Listen to My Legacy on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is My Legacy.
Consider This is a daily news podcast, and lately, the news is about a big question. How much can one guy change?
They want change.
What will change look like for energy?
Drill, baby, drill.
Schools?
Take the Department of Education, close it.
Healthcare?
Better and less expensive.
Follow coverage of a changing country.
Promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises.
On Consider This from NPR. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Catch Jon Stewart back in action on The Daily Show and In Your Ears with The Daily Show Ears Edition podcast. From his hilarious satirical takes on today's politics and entertainment to the unique voices of correspondents and contributors, it's your perfect companion to stay on top of what's happening now. Plus, you'll get special content just for podcast listeners, like in-depth interviews and a roundup of the week's top headlines. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Second date update.
Brooke, out of all the men that you've lured and seduced,
gosh.
how many of them
Love
have
'em all.
gotten up and walked away mid-hookup?
Oh, my God.
Or did they all suffer through it to the bitter end?
No, they all suffered through it. One
good, Fran.
did dump me right after midnight on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
That one hurt because I was too drunk to drive home, so I had to sleep on the couch until the next morning, which was embarrassing because he lived also with his brother. It was just, it wasn't
embarrassing
good.
but responsible.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
And I'm
Alexis.
sure you hooked up again when you woke up.
It's a little
No,
bit...
we didn't.
Okay, this
No,
is
no.
way too much information and too deep of a dive into Brooke's sad past. So I only was asking because our listener today, Lindsay, said in her email she's feeling confused
Well.
after her date ended awkwardly just as things were starting to heat up romantically.
See? And I bet she feels better after hearing my pathetic story.
Yeah, probably. Lindsay, welcome to the show.
Hi. I do feel better, but also like, oh gosh, this is so weird and embarrassing and confusing.
Well, don't feel bad about it.
All the words people love to use in dating
Yeah.
these days. Yeah.
And after we hear your story, I'm sure Brooke will share some of her real life advice then. Probably even have some video evidence of guys sprinting away from her house. So that way you'll feel really good about yourself. Now, tell us about this guy that you hung out with the other day.
Okay, so I met this guy on a dating app. His name is Damon.
Okay.
And we totally hit it off on our banter. He had a great sense of humor.
That's cute.
And I was really happy because we didn't text for like a crazy amount of time. It was just like, okay, why don't we meet up? And we ended up meeting at a bar, just a simple, like a drink at a bar. It was great.
Yeah, this all sounds fantastic. What was it like when you first saw him?
It was good. He looked like his pictures. And then it was actually kind of fun because literally like 15 minutes after we get to this bar, the staff starts handing us whiteboards and dry erasers. And it turns out that it was trivia night.
Oh my!
That's
Fun.
whiteboard style. I haven't done that one.
I actually had that happen to me once. Me and my buddies were at a bar, and all of a sudden, like, people started coming in with pencils, and we're like, oh.
I feel like that's how I've ended up at every trivia night I've ever been in.
Yeah.
It's funny, it means the bar's always really busy usually.
Yeah, well, we decided to stay. I mean, in my mind, I was like, oh, this is kind of a nice little, like, icebreaker, something fun to do. And then it turned out that the questions were very hard.
Oh, they always are.
Yeah, they are.
Where we drew the line, it was like the square root of 16. And both of us were like, we're so horrible at math. We don't even remember.
It's pretty basic.
Oh, man.
I mean, not did math shame you,
Yeah,
but at least you guys were on the same page, I suppose.
Yeah, Brooke, just stick to relationship shaming her. So keep going.
We were on the same page because neither of us knew it. So instead, we just drew a square around the number.
Oh, square. Yeah. Well, did they accept that as a correct answer?
That's funny.
No, not only did they not accept it, they took our whiteboards away because they thought we weren't taking it seriously.
I like that.
Dude,
But
you got trivia shamed.
But you
Oh
guys,
my God.
you guys were being silly, you were having fun with it, and you got kicked out
That
together.
is way better than ending up on a date with someone who takes trivia too serious.
Yeah,
That's a good
exactly.
point.
Okay.
Totally, that's fine.
Yeah, so where'd you guys go after that?
Well, yeah, so then obviously we had to pivot a little bit, and
Yeah.
he very casually basically said, well, look, I live really close to here. If you want, you can just come to my place and maybe we can just watch a movie or something.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Did he wink when he said movie?
Oh, no, but I...
God, I hope not. Would that have worked on you, Brooke?
No, but everybody knows
Okay.
what movie means.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest.
Don't ask Brooke more questions. about
Nobody's
her.
I know.
watching
Yeah,
anything.
that was on me. Okay.
So yeah, we get to his place. We watch a movie. It was some action movie that I don't even remember the name. I don't know. I had a couple drinks, and then I was really feeling it. So I actually initiated things.
Okay.
What's your move to go in for it?
Oh gosh, I mean,
Just throw yourself at him.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
just
Or
like
is
fall
that
on top of him.
good old yawn and stretch.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, man, it's getting late, 7 p.m.
I think she probably just kissed him.
Okay,
Jeff.
yeah.
I think that's all women
Women
do.
don't really need a move. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
yes,
fair.
we were just kissing. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Nobody here's judging you no matter what.
No, we just-
I mean,
You're in the right space.
We're looking for advice is all.
Yeah.
So how did
But
what,
anyway, things did start heating up. And then the
Mhm.
second that they got a little bit hotter, his mood completely changed. And things just sort of stopped.
Interesting.
Do you know why at all?
No idea. So much so that I asked him, like, hey, are you okay? Is everything okay? He's like, yeah, everything's fine.
and then he started crying?
That's just what you do, Jeff.
Was that just me post hookup?
Yeah,
No,
everything
okay.
fine
honestly,
means-
the first thing that comes to my mind is that he's cheating.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Morals kicked
Honestly,
in.
like,
You're saying, Brooke, that he felt guilty mid-act.
yes.
And had some remorse. So do you give him credit for at least stopping?
No.
Oh.
Absolutely
Well, he should have gone
not.
through with it
See,
then.
I was thinking he wasn't ready. Like, if I don't shave my legs and then, like, something, you know. I don't
Maybe
know.
he didn't
That
shave his
stops you?
legs.
No, but I think about it.
Okay,
Pause.
that's good.
Lindsay, did you get that vibe from Damon that maybe he felt guilty about another woman?
Ooh, to be honest, I didn't even think about that. His place didn't give me the vibe that there was someone else like living there with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he could still be dating
I don't know. At that point, I could tell something shifted. I don't know. He's like, oh, it's fine. I'm thinking in my head, like, fine, what? I mean, you have a girl like making out with you, like, and things are going so great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was that the end of the night then?
Yeah, I basically just finished my drink and I left, and now ever since then I haven't heard from him, and I don't want to seem like the needy one to be texting him.
No, let us be the needy ones that are calling him on the radio.
Thank you.
We'll take all the blame for you when we come back. We'll call Damon and try and get you a second date update and finish what you two started on the couch that night.
Hello.
Right here on the radio.
Thanks. I mean, it sounds kind of weird the way you say it, but okay.
Okay, we
Yeah.
promise not to listen. Hold on.
What?
Second date update.
Two dummies walk into a bar on trivia night.
Come
Sounds
on.
like the setup to a joke, but it's what actually happened. And I'm not the one calling them dummies. Lindsay said herself the trivia that night was just way too hard. So hard that they decided to ditch the bar and went back to Damon's place instead.
There's definitely some math teachers listening that are shaming you on the text board.
The square root of 16. That is a hard one, I think. But just when things were about to get hot and heavy, Damon put the brakes on. And that's where things kind of ended awkwardly.
Yeah.
Which is the big mystery. We still don't know why he did that. It's been floated around that maybe he could be a cheater and felt really guilty halfway through.
Because they're starting the kissing and
Maybe
then it
he
ended.
forgot to hit record on the camera and decided it wasn't worth going through with it. I'm just saying it's happened to me before. But our goal today is figure this out. Why did he stop it so that she can either get another date or at least get closure on what happened that night?
Yeah. And the thing is, Lindsay, you sound really hopeful about this guy.
Yeah, I really, really liked him. We had a great time. To be honest with you, before that happened, that was probably one of the best first dates I've had. Like, truly.
Wow.
That's awesome.
See, we gotta fix it. That's all there is to it.
I'm like really kind of running it through my mind about what you said about him possibly.
Oh, you're fine. I'm sure whatever the real reason is 10 times worse than whatever you're thinking.
Yeah, it's always good to overthink it.
No.
Definitely.
No.
So,
This poor girl's anxiety.
All right.
I know you're joking, but it's still.
well, let's get an answer or put you out of your misery,
Okay.
whatever it is. I'm going to dial his phone number right now, so hopefully he picks up. Here we go.
All right.
Hello?
Hey, we're looking to talk with Damon.
Yeah, who is this?
No.
Hey,
Good morning.
Hey, David.
Hi.
we're a radio show. We're called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Welcome to the show, man.
Radio. What y'all calling me for? A radio show? What's up with this?
Yeah, we do a segment on our show. It's called a second date update. And that's where we try to help out listeners who've gone out with someone recently. They had a really good time, but they aren't getting that second meetup.
Mm-hmm.
And this woman is trying to figure out why that happened.
Do you have any ideas who we're referring to?
I don't really play games with the radio or nothing like that, but I have no clue who you're talking about.
It's not a game.
We do have segments where we do games, and we can have you on for that later if you'd like.
He said he doesn't do it.
No, I don't
so
think
he
he's good at
doesn't want
trivia,
to.
remember?
Oh.
Square root of 16.
Yeah, we heard that
doesn't play
trivia isn't your
games.
strong thing, but
Yeah.
this is more just about helping out our listener, Lindsay.
Okay.
Yeah, so she called us and she told us about your guys' hangout the other night.
It sounds awesome. It sounds like it was a great night.
You guys got kicked out of a bar together. That's like a bonding experience.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we hung out. I mean, I don't know everything that she told you, but
I mean, we heard about the bar trivia. She said that you were one of the funniest guys that she's been out with in a long time.
Yeah.
But afterwards, she left your place having kind of more questions in her mind than answers. And
oh, really? I got questions too, right?
Oh, you do?
Really?
Oh, wait
Oh, that's interesting.
We don't normally hear that.
Okay.
I mean, she was really into you.
Well, we had fun playing trivia and all that, but she started kissing me. You know, we were watching a movie, and she started kissing on me like during one of the best scenes, Bad Boys.
The Will,
The original Bad Boys?
Bad
That's
Boys?
the best one.
the Will Smith
The
Bad
original
Boys movie?
the original Bad Boys. Okay, it was the first movie. It was the first movie where there were two black lead actors, and Hollywood thought it would never work,
Yeah.
and it was one of the best
No, it's
ever.
it's a great
Yeah,
film.
dude.
But you
Okay.
weren't watching a movie to actually watch the movie. You were watching a
No.
movie to
Whoa.
lead to the kissing part, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what you do on a
Listen. It was the good part of the movie. It was a really good part of the movie, and that's
You're supposed to watch a movie that you've seen a million times and
So,
you don't care about.
You know,
in
a
the
pause
background.
button exists if you really want.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
Wait, that's why you stopped the makeout session?
This is an action-packed movie, and here she is trying to get action with me.
You are the
good boy.
first man that I
He's
think
the
I've
good
ever
boy.
heard has been upset about something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, she just had an opportunity to get to know me.
But listen, why didn't you just tell her? Like, she
What do you
needs
mean
to
to
know
get to know
that.
you?
Like,
He's
if you
not a
said,
piece of meat, is what he's saying.
Is this something that you discussed with her before putting the movie on, that this is a really important film and that you really want her to watch it?
No, I mean, no, I didn't say that. But like during the part of the movie, in the middle of the movie, I was like, "Yo, this is really good. You have to really pay attention to this
Okay.
part."
no.
See,
Oh, you talked in the middle of the movie? How
No, yeah. I mean, she was kissing all up on me. You know what I mean? Like, and these are not regular kisses. These are French kisses. These are, you know what I mean? It was-
okay. Some
right.
ladies just don't know that eyes need to stay on the screen during
Okay.
this time.
I love
I'm
how
just
you
saying.
emphasize French kisses too.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
bigger
I-
deal.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it is.
That's
Look,
louder.
I don't think it was malicious. I don't think that Lindsay was trying to like shove something in your face and say she doesn't care about your movies. She just really
It seemed
liked
like
you.
it.
And you can let Lindsay tell you that because she's on the other line right now wanting to talk to
She's on
you.
the phone.
Don't
What you
interrupt
mean?
the good part, okay? Just listen.
No, yeah, I mean, she is actually on the other line right now.
Yeah. Hi. Hey.
Oh, I didn't know you was listening, but I mean, you get my feeling though. You know what we talked about and how I kept trying to talk to you about it. I mean, you hear.
I just want to make sure. So you're really like ghosting me.
Yep.
Let her finish.
Wait, I'm just trying to figure this out. We had such a great date. And then the reason why now you've decided to leave me hanging is because I started making out with you in your favorite part of the movie.
You know what? It's not a movie. It's Bad Boys. It's Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. It's Bad Boys. And here you are trying to just make out with me and not really pay attention to the movie. Like, really?
Well,
like, you know,
I mean, listen, I was really into you, and I wasn't quite focused on anything else but you. I thought you would be, like, over the moon with that. We can watch Bad Boys anytime
to
we
get
want.
to get into me is to get into the movie. And then I can get into you.
If you really liked him, you would take an interest in the things that he is interested in.
I mean, isn't this like a refreshing flip? You know,
is,
honestly,
very
Lindsay,
much.
doesn't this feel good
It's
to
not
have
the
a
worst problem.
a man say that he really wants to share his passion with you?
That's all I want.
I mean,
that's all I wanted.
if that's really what you wanted, you could have said so, and then we could have saved. You could have been like,
tried to
no,
tell
I don't
you.
want this right now.
I
Like,
tried
you
to tell
know.
you. I wasn't giving you tongue back. I was trying to watch the movie. I was trying to stay focused.
I've never had a date like this ever before in my life.
Wow.
And I think you mean that in a good way, because most guys aren't like Damon. He's one of a kind.
That's true.
He's kind of the opposite of a bad boy. He's a good one.
He's a man
But
of
like, it
cinema.
was that bad that took precedence over how much fun we had before that.
Listen, we had fun, but I want to get to know you too, but you need to get to know me.
And you're not listening,
Okay.
Lindsay. It wasn't bad at all. It just was part of it.
No matter how weird or unusual that might sound, that's from the heart.
It is a great movie if you pay attention.
It is.
Yeah.
Lindsay, is there any way that you could see past this miscommunication that happened? Damon, he wants to be intimate with you. Just pause the movie or wait till it's done.
No. You're not pausing the movie. You watch it all the way through.
Okay. Well, once the credits roll, then the clothes can come off. So
that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that something that you could see yourself being open to, Lindsay?
I mean, if I haven't already offended him enough, I don't know. I just did such a bad job getting to know him.
That's a fair point. That's
Are you
fair.
being sarcastic right now?
Of course.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Well, it sounds like that's a yes from Lindsay for another date.
I don't think
Oh.
that was sarcastic.
I'm just reading in between the lines of what she said. Damon, are you willing to look past all of her flaws and give her one more chance to watch Bad Boys all the way through without interruption?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's going to be a no for me because she still don't know the name of the movie. She still don't even know the name of the movie. What's the name of the movie?
Wow.
What's the name of the movie? What's the movie?
Well, I've heard it now. Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3.
But who's it starring?
Will Smith.
And? Yeah, see, my point exactly.
My point
exactly.
Damon, you're right. Let's ditch this girl.
No, we're bad boys for life.
Where are the respectful women in this society?
Bad boys come out and play.
Yeah, this goes out to you, Damon. The best movie trilogy of all time.
Get her out of here.
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Remember the name, Lindsay.
Oh my God.
Give me a handy white.
I don't even know what to say.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Wow, the internet is right. Men really are more sensitive nowadays.
I love it.
We are.
I think that it should be celebrated. Good on you all.
I know,
I'm
because
serious.
women
You're evolving.
Women just don't understand that men don't want cheap, easy hookups.
Yeah.
They want a lady who appreciates their Netflix action movie watch
Wait,
list.
they want the hookups just there. It's timing.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. That's all we care about is our Netflix watch list. And if a woman isn't willing to do that and take that journey with us, then hit the bricks.
Oh, really? What's your movie?
Yeah, okay.
What's your
I don't
movie
care
on
if
your
you've got
watch
a
list?
perfect 10 body in the face of a Disney
okay.
princess.
Oh.
If you don't know who Martin Lawrence is, then you are not right with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that for you too? Because I feel like yours is going to be more like West Side Story or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. I'm snapping my way out of the room.
Don't you dare musical shame me, okay? But I will say Lindsay was right. Damon was actually really funny.
He was.
It was great.
And I
It was great.
hope we talk to him again in a
Oh my
future
God.
second date
I think
update.
it still could have worked out if she would have just been like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, she had to double down and not appreciate Bad Boys for the genius that it is.
I mean, honestly, it was not knowing Martin Lawrence's name that did her in.
It
I think
really
all of
was.
us
Yeah.
were pretty disappointed there.
And don't disappoint us any further. Make sure you go check out all of our second dates. They're up online. It's trending worldwide right now.
Yeah,
Top 20 comedy podcasts in America. Brooke and Jeffrey's second date update. Go listen, subscribe, and show some damn respect for Martin Lawrence in the comments.
That's right.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
This is Ashley Akinetti from the Ben and Ashley I Almost Famous podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Kim Crawford Wines. This time of year is perfect to enjoy surrounded by loved ones. Make it special with a chilled glass of New Zealand's finest. Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc or Kim Crawford Illuminate Sauvignon Blanc, a lower alcohol wine that's perfect for any occasion. Visit KimCrawfordWines.com to learn more. For those 21 and over, savor responsibly. Constellation Imports, Rutherford, California. Kim Crawford Illuminate Sauvignon Blanc wine is 7% alcohol by volume compared to Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc at 12.5% alcohol by volume. Visit KimCrawfordWines.com to learn more.
The dating app fatigue is real. Mindless swiping, meaningless DMs, and an overwhelming amount of likes have made us feel more disconnected than ever. While most dating apps are all about pursuing someone else, there's one that's carved out a space for you to find yourself.
On Field, an app where curious people come to connect, you have the breathing room to explore your own desires and go on a journey wherein the person you discover is yourself.
In fact, 62% of Field members evolve their sexuality, interests, and desires within their first year on the app.
You have the freedom to explore who you are and what you like in ways you haven't imagined.
As part of this community, you'll quickly find that people regularly practice honesty and openness. See any Field bio.
Download Field on the App Store or Google Play. PK!
Welcome to My Legacy. I'm Martin Luther King III, and together with my wife, Andrea Waters King, and our dear friends Mark and Craig Kilberger, we explore the personal journeys that shape extraordinary lives.
Join us for heartfelt conversations with remarkable guests like David Oyelowo, Mel Robbins, Martin Sheen, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, and Billy Porter.
Listen to My Legacy on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is My Legacy.
The Indicator is a podcast where daily economic news is about what matters to you. And we're guessing most days, that's money.
Workers have been feeling the sting of inflation.
So as a new administration promises action on the cost of living, taxes, and home prices,
the S&P 500 biggest post-election day spike ever.
Follow all the big changes and what they mean for you.
Make America affordable again.
Listen to The Indicator from NPR on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get podcasts.